For Louisiana versus all y'all, Jared Roser here, dressed unnecessarily well for a YouTube video with four very special guests, some very recent Arizona commitments from around the New Orleans area, Jamari and Peterson and Montrell Johnson from De La Salle, Tyrese Johnson from Booker T. Washington, Kolbe Cage from Holy Cross. What's up, gentlemen? Congratulations on the recent news.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Jared.
We talked for the past few days about trying to get together something a little goofy, a little fun to let folks get a chance to get to know y'all and y'all compete against each other a little bit with this sort of matching game, trivia game type format. And so we have a total of 15 questions, 5 of them that are kind of trivia and fact-based that we have you guys in teams, which is Jamarian and Kolbe on one team, Montrell and Tyrese on another team, and we'll take one member of each team to answer some questions. The first to answer any of those fact-based questions gets a point for the team, and then you'll also be answering what you think your teammate will say about some other questions. Then we'll flip, do the same thing again, and then come back together, give some answers, see who matched. Any correct matched answers with your teammates will be plus 2 points, not just plus 1. And at the end, whoever has the most points of all of those questions gets the win and gets some bragging rights for the next 3 to 5 years out in Tucson.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ready to roll?
Yeah. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. First question is one of the trivia style questions where the first person to say the answer gets the point. What year did the Saints win the Super Bowl?
2010.
2009.
10.
What did you say first, Montrell?
It's 2011.
Okay, yeah, that was wrong. It was the 2009 season.
I was right then.
Yeah,
I was right. I said it first.
I was right.
I said it first.
I thought you said 2011 first.
I said 2009, then I said 2010.
Yeah, okay. That Montrell answered first, and I was trying to make sure that he had said 2009, which is what I initially thought he said. So I'm giving that point to Montrell.
Yes, sir.
Thanks,
yes,
man.
sir.
All right, so the next question will be one where you're trying to say what you think your teammate will say. And I'm going to ask, who is the best quarterback in the NFL right now? So, Montrell, do you want to answer first what you think Tyrese will say?
I think he will say Drew Brees.
Drew, okay. And Jermaine, what do you think Kolbe will say?
Can I guess like 2 people or just one?
You got to zero in on one for this one.
I'm gonna go with probably Lamar Jackson.
Lamar
I forgot about Lamar.
Yeah, it was out of Lamar and Patrick.
Yeah, those are 2 that I originally, when I was making that question, I thought potentially just saying either or Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes. But I figured I'd open it up to the whole league. Another first person to answer the correct answer gets the point. What is the state capital of Arizona?
Tucson.
Who?
What'd you say, Jamari?
What you said?
I think Phoenix.
Yep, it is Phoenix.
I'm so stupid. Like.
All right, so far the two fact questions y'all have split to where it's even, and we got to keep waiting to see. So the next question that you will be trying to say what your teammate will guess.
Okay.
What is the best brand of like the main apparel brands of Nike, Battle, Adidas, and Under Armour? And Jamarian, I'll let you go first. Which one do you think Kolbe will say of those main 4?
You said Nike, Battle, and Under Armour? Nike.
And Adidas as well.
That's a good question. I don't even know. I'm gonna go with Nike.
Montrell, what do you think for Tyrese?
I'm gonna go with Nike too.
Nike, got you. Another fact question. Obviously, Arizona's mascot is the Wildcats. Do you know the name of the actual Wildcat mascot, like the character? The first, if one of y'all does and guesses it, then that's a point.
I'm gonna guess Willie, since you know Willie Wildcat.
Willie?
I don't know.
It is.
I don't know.
I will say that it's not Willie. So Montrell, if you have a guess, you could potentially steal it.
Wilbert.
You said Wilbert with a T on the end?
Yes.
So it is actually It is Wilbur without a T.
Wow.
I almost want to give you half a point, but I'll let Jamarian say if he thinks that's fair.
I may give it to him. I'm gonna guess.
That's
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I did not anticipate anyone getting even that close with it. I thought Willie was pretty close, and then you upped him on Wilbur.
Man.
So this is a question actually that I thought was kind of an interesting question from Brylan Green at Lafayette Christian. And he said, this is another one where you'll try and guess what your teammate might say. He said, what is a trend that's popular or cool right now that in 5 years we're all going to be looking back and saying that was just whack as hell? Like, why were we doing that 5 years ago? So Montrell, do you have anything that comes to mind that you think Tyrese might say is just a lame thing that's happened right now that people think is popular?
I don't really know. I'm trying to think of a dance, but I don't know. Probably like you say 10 years from now?
5, but yeah, like in a few
5.
years, basically.
I don't know. That's hard. That's a hard question.
Yeah, it's a difficult question, but I think it's kind of interesting because there's always stuff like that we end up looking back on and say, that was goofy. Why were we doing that? Whether like a style or a dance or like
it'll probably be like one of the TikTok dances, most likely.
TikTok. That's a pretty good answer. Jamarian, what do you think might be an answer for that Kolbe would say?
He always saying a lot of stuff lame. That's hard. So, I mean, he make TikTok, so I can't even say TikTok.
So Kolbe's on there doing the TikTok dances that Montrell is saying we're going to be clowning him for in 5 years. Yeah. It's going to be NFL draft day, and they're going to be showing the Kolbe Cage high school TikTok dances, and everyone's going to be laughing about where he was in 2020.
You know what? I feel like he going to mature more, so I'm going to say, he going to look back, dang, that was lame. I was going to TikTok back then.
I think he's going to have that self-awareness to be able to recognize. Yeah. All right, another kind of fact question. Looking at the NFL rosters, I think I saw 10 current players who had played their college ball at Arizona, including 5 that were drafted in the traditional 7 rounds. Name one of those Wildcats in the NFL right now. I think there's at least one that when y'all realize that you weren't thinking of, you might kick yourself. There's 2 really prominent ones, one in particular. And since y'all are both kind of stalling, I'll give you a hint that the person I'm talking about that is the most prominent one is now in the Saints division.
What position?
Wow. Yeah, what position?
It is a tight end in the NFC South now.
A tight end. I don't know tight ends like that.
You gotta say his name or like
you gotta say his name
or like.
Yeah, name a popular nickname will suffice.
Oh crap! Your boy Gronk.
Yes, it is Gronk. who I
He
think
went
is
to
the
Arizona?
Rob. Yeah,
He did.
Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah. So I figured Rob Gronkowski would be the most likely that anyone would get. Nick Foles, also quarterback that's played or been a few places, played at Arizona, up in Chicago now.
Well, I gotta do some more research.
Facts. Facts.
So another one, kind of forecasting what your teammate will say if your teammate had to pick a place to live outside of Louisiana or Arizona. What place might they pick? And we'll go, I guess, Jamarian first. What would Kolbe say for a place to live?
Kolbe would probably say
Texas?
Yes, sir.
I would say. I think he would say California.
California. I figured that would be a potentially popular answer. And another fact one of Arizona's biggest rivalries in football, they play a game every year that they call the Duel in the Desert. Who is the rival?
Arizona State.
Yeah, Montrell gets that quickly. Was very sure.
But I mean, hold on. You didn't even finish the question. So
like if you know, you know. Like, come on.
I mean, he didn't question though. That's come on now. That ain't ooh. Shoot.
So, final question for you guys right now is another one where you're forecasting what your teammate will say. Of the popular traditional New Orleans foods, obviously a lot of heavy seafood, but anything that's popular in New Orleans that you kind of associate with New Orleans food, which food do you think your teammate will say is the best New Orleans kind of specialty?
Probably Manchu, or I could say or like another place, or it's just one place.
If y'all want to say two dishes, I'll give you some wiggle room on that, and unless y'all each name two, and if you hit on either one of them, we'll count it.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Cajuns or either Manchu.
I'm gonna go with.
Oh, you're saying restaurants. I was just saying like dishes.
Oh, like okay. Food, like
probably like a shrimp po' boy, or either like crawfish. I don't know.
Shrimp po' boy or crawfish?
Yeah. I'll say he likes gumbo and crawfish.
Gumbo or crawfish. All right, well, that works for you guys' section of answering questions first. So I will now ask those guys some questions, and then we'll bring it back together and kind of run through and see how this starts to tally up.
Okay, right. Cool.
I like this.
Yeah.
So first question, whichever one of you gets the correct answer first gets the point for your team. In what year or at the end of what season did the New Orleans Saints win the Super Bowl?
2009, huh?
Kolbe, you said 10 first, right?
I said, yeah.
Who? Kolbe, I thought you answered first. Did you not?
I did, but no, he said 2010 before me. I was starting to say it, but he said he finished it before me.
Okay, so Tyrese said 2010 first?
Yeah.
Got you. So, yeah, it was February 7th, 2010, which was the end of the 2009 season. And so I was going to take either one of those answers, and that's a good example of getting 2 points for the team because Montrell also answered that question first correctly. This will be one of the trying to match what your teammate will say. And so it was, a year ago that everyone was talking about the Popeyes and Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich debate.
Yeah.
Tyrese, which chicken sandwich do you think Montrell will say is the better chicken sandwich?
We had no choice but to pick Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A? And Kolbe, which one do you think Jamarian will say?
Chick-fil-A.
All right, so 2 Chick-fil-A's on that one. Another fact question. The first one to answer, what is the state capital of Arizona?
me see. I don't know.
No guesses from others.
You can give us a hint?
There is an NBA team that plays there.
Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix. All right. So same sort of deal as the first one. Yeah, Jamarian got that first last time, so y'all's team draws back even for the fact questions. Another one trying to match your teammate. Kolbe, the Jordan LeBron debate of the GOAT, basketball GOAT all time. What will Jamarian say is his answer for that debate?
I feel like he'll see LeBron.
And Tyrese, what do you have for Trell?
Last Dance, Michael Jordan. He has no choice.
Another fact question, which is probably one of the tougher ones, but Montrell got close enough that Jamarian gave him a half a point. He agreed that he was close enough that it should count for half. The Arizona mascot is obviously the Wildcats, the Arizona Wildcats. What is the name of that character of blank the Wildcat?
Things.
Boogie.
Boogie?
Boogie the Wildcat.
I wish I could give you points just because that's the funniest answer. Kolbe, you have any guesses?
No.
No. So it's actually Wilbur the Wildcat, which I had no idea. I had to look it up, and Montrell came out of nowhere with Wilbert, and me and Jamarian were both shocked, and I was like, I feel like he's so close. He said, yeah, go ahead and give him half on that. He only missed it by a letter, basically. Another trying to match your teammate. Who will your teammate say is the best rapper right now, the best rapper out at the moment? And I'll let y'all each have, I guess, you can say two, and if either one of your guesses is what your teammate says, we'll count it. So I don't know. Tyrese, you want to go first with what Montrell will say?
Yeah.
Which two you want me to put down?
Lil Baby.
Okay.
Young Boy.
Baby, Young Boy. And Kolbe, which two do you want as possibilities for Jamarian?
I would say the same two.
Same two.
It's raining.
Another fact question. There, by my count, are 10 former Arizona players on NFL rosters right now. Looking at the list that I had pulled up, 5 drafted in the main NFL draft through the years. Can you name whoever's the first one to name one? And there's 2 that I think y'all would know for sure. One very popular one that I know for sure y'all would know.
Tony Casey.
Rob Gronkowski.
Gronk is one. Gronk
Casey.
is
Casey.
No, I don't have that on the list that I pulled up. I got Gronk, who is the highest drafted, I think, out of Arizona, also or at least active.
Casey.
Who are you talking about?
He played cornerback.
Cornerback. They got a dude, Dane Cruikshank in Tennessee.
Nah, you're right.
No.
You're right. You got it.
So another trying to match, if your teammate could play professionally in a sport other than football, what do you think the sport they would want to be a pro in? And Kolbe, you can go first if you want for Jamarian.
I'll see. He'll probably play basketball.
Basketball. Tyrese, what you got for Tro?
Yeah, Trell gonna be hooping.
Do they play basketball like currently? No, you just think they would want to.
I seen Jamarian play. Man, that boy terrible.
It'll be fun when this video comes out.
Yeah, I know.
The last fact question that Montrell somehow had an answer ready before I could even finish the question. Arizona, of its biggest rivalries in football, there is a matchup
Arizona
called
State.
That's Tyrese shouting out Arizona State. Yeah, it's called the Duel in the Desert every year they play, and you actually answered more quickly than Montrell. And so another good question for your team. And the last trying to match, I told Tyrese that this was going to be kind of a topic that we hit on a little bit. Which other New Orleans area player do you think your teammate would say you guys need to bring with you to Arizona in this 2021 class? And I know, Tyrese, you mentioned Coriel over there with you that at Booker T that you would like to join you. Who do you think Montrell would say as his answer?
I think Montrell would say Coriel Pierce.
Coriel Pierce?
Yeah.
Kolbe, who do you think Jamarian might say? And do you have anybody that pops to mind for you immediately? Like, would you have anybody that would be your answer to that question?
I got more than one. I got like about three or five. But I think Jamari would say the kicker because we were just talking about the kicker yesterday, and they offering a lot of kickers right now, and that's why they had popped up.
So the De La Salle kicker?
Mm-hmm.
Got you. All righty. That makes sense. So that's all for the questions that y'all get asked right now. All right. So the first question everyone was asked was obviously about the Saints Super Bowl year, and Team Johnson & Johnson both got the points for the squad on that one. So it was +2 to start. But as I was mentioning to you guys, it ended up being very close off the fact question. So it's really going to come down to the matches and who knows their guy best. But great start for Team Johnson & Johnson with +2 on that question. The second question, I asked Jamarian and Montrell who their teammates would say was the best quarterback in the NFL right now. So Tyrese, who did Montrell say that would be your top quarterback in the NFL, or ultimately who do you think is the best quarterback in the NFL today?
Honestly, like modern time.
Yeah, right. Currently active best quarterback in the NFL.
I'll say, to me, Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Wow. That's another +2 riding for New Orleans. Same question. Kolbe, who do you have? Jamarian answered for who would be the quarterback that you said is the best currently in the NFL.
He probably said Patrick Mahomes.
He went back and forth between the two of Pat and Lamar Jackson, and went with Lamar Jackson. And I thought you were going to come up with it, but again, another couple points for Trell and Tyrese. No, I'm saying you guys get the points. They don't. So 4-0 Tyrese and Montrell starting it out.
Yeah, that's
now,
that Johnson connection.
Yes, sir.
Oh, stop.
Flipping and going back the other way, I asked Tyrese and Kolbe about the Popeyes and Chick-fil-A sandwich debate that was so big about a year ago. And Tyrese answer for Montrell of which chicken sandwich was better. Trell, which chicken sandwich is better of those two? Or who do you think, Tyrese? You guys miss on that one. He went Chick-fil-A.
Dog, I know you lying, son.
Well, that was easy, so you tripping.
Oh.
He answered so confidently.
You serious?
And
Jamarian, big old sloppy chicken sandwich.
Jamarian, what did Kolbe say for you?
Man, serious.
He said Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, boy.
That is correct. On the
Bro,
board.
they not even like, man.
Bro, no. So
Hey, we
Chick-fil-A
still
sandwich
winning. We still winning. It don't
better
matter.
though.
We still winning. We
It
still
is-
winning. It don't matter.
It is at the moment in this order. It is still 4-2 for Johnson & Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
The next question up in the order, though, was the state capital of Phoenix, where Jamarian and Kolbe both got that answer correct and even it back up at 4-4 through 4 questions.
Wow.
There we go.
Wow.
There we go.
So,
Wow.
question number 5, I asked Jamarian and Montrell of the major brands of Nike, Battle, Adidas, and Under Armour that a lot of guys wear, who would their teammates say is the best brand option? And so I'll say, I guess, Kolbe of Nike, Battle, Adidas, and Under Armour. Which one are you picking? As Jamarian gives you
Adidas.
big eyes. Did not match on that one. He said Nike for you, so it's a miss for you guys.
Bro, I don't even want Nike cleats.
Oh my goodness.
And Tyrese, what is your answer of those 4?
Battle.
No, I love it. Apparently, De La Salle is De La Salle a Nike school? You guys wear Nike over at De La Salle?
We got Adidas.
They both said Nike, but a couple misses, so we're still even at 4-4.
You want to see the shirt?
So I asked Tyrese and Kolbe about the Jordan and LeBron GOAT conversation. Who is the greatest basketball player of all time? And I guess I'll go Montrell first. What did Tyrese say would be your answer to a Jordan and LeBron James debate?
I think he see LeBron.
Miss, he said MJ.
Wow.
He be thinking he's so right.
I could have sworn he was the best.
Oh man.
You guys, Team Johnson & Johnson went up quick early and are kind of stalling. Jay, who do you have that you think Kolbe said for you of Jordan and LeBron?
Mr. James. LeBron James.
He did.
Damn,
So
boy.
you guys
Terrible.
You guys jump into the lead as we get kind of close to the middle of this, a 6-4 lead for Peterson and Cage. And then the 7th question was the only in the fact-based questions, the only difference was that half point that Jamarian gave Montrell for Wilbur the Wildcat. And so that half point comes into play. So it's 6 to now 4.5, and that could be huge down the stretch. The next question for Kolbe and Tyrese to answer, I asked the De La Salle guys, what trend right now that's popular are we going to be looking back on in 5 years and say this was just a terrible, lame, whack trend? And they gave their answers for what they thought you guys would say. And so, Tyrese, what do you think Montrell said would be a trend that you might look back on in 5 years and say everybody was just crazy for what we were doing right now in 2020?
This is hard.
It is kind of a tough
I
question.
said the same thing.
A trend. Zoom.
Zoom. It was not.
Man.
He did not say Zoom. I'm gonna wait and see what Kolbe's answer from Jamarian is, and
Let me see.
because I will say that both these guys said the same answer, so I'm not revealing what answer Montrell said yet, because it was also what Jamarian said.
Let me see.
Oh.
It
I feel like this-
might be something from TikTok. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, you ever see the videos when the dudes and their girlfriend be doing the song?
I feel like we got to give him just the fact that he got TikTok. Is that
Yeah, y'all
is
got
that
to.
We give him
Half
time.
a point. Half a point. Half a
Half a
point.
point.
You do have a point.
all right?
Half a
We'll
point.
do half, and I'm gonna say like half point on that question, which the question is 2, so it's half of that 2, so 1. Fair?
Mm-hmm.
Which brings us to 7 to 4.5. And Kolbe, I want to know because they said you are a TikTok dancing guy, and that we're going to be.
No. I don't dance. I don't dance. I just make like the little scenario videos. You know what I'm saying? I make those.
Man, he be on that
I don't do the dancing one. I got about like 13.4 K followers.
That's big. So for any Arizona fans that come across this and want to see Kolbe allegedly not dancing on TikTok, you go join those 13,000 followers and be a part of something.
Kolbe.c.
There you go. I asked Kolbe and Tyrese who the De La Salle guys would say is the best rapper currently out, and I let them each give 2 answers so that if they got either one matched with y'all, we'll go 2 points for it. So, Jay, who you got for best rapper out right now?
Right now? So
Yeah.
Right now? Oh, that's easy, man. Baby. The baby gone. The baby gone.
What?
What about audio tripping, bro? I'm done. Not tripping.
It did. It slowed down a second, but you said "Little Baby."
Yes, sir.
That's 2 points right there. And on the flip side, Montrell, who do you think Tyrese said?
Little Baby.
Yes. Keeping pace.
Yes.
So we're at 9 to 6.5, and then a huge moment where Kolbe and Jamarian, already with a lead at this point, both got the Gronk answer of former Arizona players in the NFL.
What?
There we go.
How you even know that? Like,
what you mean? Huh?
Didn't know that.
We went through like a little bit of hints, not as much with Kolbe and Tyrese as we went through in the first round of things, but very quick to answer Gronk. So I also asked Montrell and Jamarian of Kolbe and Tyrese if they had to answer what state, or not even necessarily what state, but where they would want to live other than someplace in Louisiana and Arizona. And both of these guys answered states that they thought you might want to live in. Kolbe, I guess, go first. What state would you potentially want to live in other than Louisiana or Arizona?
Los Angeles.
Open the door.
that boy said a state, bro.
You said a state?
Yeah, but he's
my bad. California.
He said Texas anyway, so you guys miss on that.
My fault.
Tyrese, what did Montrell say for you?
I know you ain't get this right, but Toronto, Canada. That's where I'm living.
What stands out about Toronto that makes that a place that you want to be?
I like the fanciness.
The fanciness.
Mm-hmm.
Man, cool, man.
Montrell he said California for you, so nobody gets that question match. We're still at 11 to 6.5 point wise. Coming back the other way, I asked Tyrese and Kolbe if the two De La Salle guys could be professional athletes in another sport other than football, what each of y'all would say. I guess Jamarian answer first what Kolbe said would be the sport.
I already knew for him.
You said what sport?
Yeah.
Sport?
Yeah. What other than football? What sport would you potentially want to be a professional athlete in?
He gave 2 sports or just one?
Just once. They each gave one sport.
I don't even. I'm gonna say basketball.
He did say basketball.
You for real?
Yeah.
Although they did say that you're terrible at basketball.
Yeah.
I don't see what's funny about.
Montrell, what sport did Tyrese say for you would be the sport that you would want to go pro in other than football?
Basketball.
Correct. So we're at 13 to 8.5 still.
Oh,
But the
we
duel
gotta separate.
in the desert, both points go to Montrell and Tyrese team. So that's helpful to come back a little bit.
Wait,
And we
so
end up
9.5?
that would be 10.5. So we're
Oh
at
yeah, that's even better.
13 to 10.5. We have 2 more match questions, and so these points each way can be huge and swing things at the very end. I asked Jamarian and Trell which New Orleans food, like traditional specialty food that New Orleans is known for, would Kolbe and Tyrese say is the best. Obviously, there's a lot of options. New Orleans is very well known for its food. For its food. Kolbe, give me an answer. What would be the food that you think is the best of all the New Orleans foods?
Come on, bro.
Me, oh, man.
Let me go first.
Well, I'm trying to put them on the spot first because they have the lead. So if there's any kind of advantage to gain from hearing them, to let it be as tight at the end as possible.
Gumbo.
Kolbe, you said gumbo?
Yeah.
That was not one of the answers that Jamarian gave for you. And so left the door open. Tyrese, what do you have that Montrell said for you?
Please. Seafood?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's in that genre. He said more specific. It was more specific dishes. So give me a more specific dish within the seafood realm.
All right, give me half a point.
Everything's seafood. What?
Just say something.
Yeah, I'm letting you
Crawfish.
keep guessing.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I'm good.
Stop
So
playing.
So we're now back to 13 to 12.5 with one question left. And so going back the other way.
Damn.
So going back the other way, Kolbe and Tyrese were asked which New Orleans area player, other than y'all's group right here, for 2021, who else would you want to come to Arizona as a part of this 2021 class? Jamarian, who would be someone that you want to come sign with Arizona when you guys sign? Who is someone that Kolbe that had said for you on this answer?
Anybody?
2021 New Orleans area prospect.
Wait, it got a match?
Got a match.
Oh,
We
we about to get it wrong because I don't know.
I'm gonna go. Jan, my kicker.
Oh,
Wow. He did say y'all's kicker.
I told you, man. Because we were talking about it. We was talking about that yesterday.
they cheated. See, they was talking about it.
Yesterday, man.
That was yesterday, though.
Montrell, who did Tyrese say for you?
I don't know. Like,
I'll give you a hint ultimately because it's going to be Jamarian and Kolbe with the win and in a close one. But so the answer on the Jamarian and Kolbe side was someone on y'all's De La Salle team. The answer that Tyrese gave is someone on his high school team over at Kolbe.
Ooh, let me see. What position?
Is another skill guy. I think he plays both ways, doesn't he, Reese? Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
D? D?
No.
Say Coriel Pierce.
Coriel? Oh, I was going to say Coriel, too. Damn.
I do. Who would y'all's answers be? Because I asked them what they thought y'all would say, but also who their answers might be. Jamarian, is y'all's kicker? Is that somebody that is very big on your list that you would like to join y'all from?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Montrell, do you have any other guys in mind that you think would be great to add into this mix and be like a fifth or sixth Louisiana guy to potentially come play in the desert?
I'll kick him, Yanni.
So it sounds like that kicker's got to get ready to bear down because everybody seems to be mentioning
really
it.
cool, that boy, he really cool.
Yeah.
He busted the championship.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
So again, final score: Jamarin and Kolbe pull out the dub. The come from behind win down the stretch, 15-12 and a half. They did win.
Oh.
You thought this was?
You thought this was, boy?
They got hot through the middle and got the win.
Hey, look.
First question.
That's why defense the best on the field.
Yeah.
That's why defense the best on the field.
Good deal. You guys have fun with it?
Yes, sir. Most definitely.
Ready to gear up for senior year and then ultimately hop on a plane together to go west?
Yes, I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go too.
We can go now.
Yeah, me too, man.
Good deal, man. Well, if you guys want to shout out a little bear down for the folks out in Tucson that get a hold of this.
Hey, bear down. Bear down.
Better.
There you go.
Grizzly bear down.
For Kolbe Cage, Montrell Johnson, Jamarin Peterson, and Tyrese Johnson, I'm Jarrett Roser. Thanks for watching Louisiana vs. all y'all. Y'all be good.
All right, you too, Jarrett.